Game number 4 starting between the Agents and the Sonics. Will the Sonics be able to turn around and extend it to a game number 5, or will the Agents secure the win?
Oh man, again, Escalera here on this Hilda.
Sprint.
Is he going to be able to do what we've seen before with this hero alone? I think that's one of the big parts of this kind of the success here for Onic Philippines to get to a game number 5. And this could be it right here. If they can get this first blood, as they do. So first blood going to the hands here. Escalera will fall as well. They trade, but is it worth it?
Wow. They're still continuing, and Cram just doing his job right now. A great call here.
Renegade. Okay. He's fine. Cram's got to get out of there, though.
Yeah. Was able to Guiding Wind shield himself up on out of there. And yeah, Onic are playing this right. Send your XP laner alongside everyone else. Can they continue this, though, without losing any more? And Sensui has been effectively delayed and denied for the first wave of jungle creeps.
Yeah, in game number 1, this is what we have been mentioning, that Sensui has to be touched and he has to be distorted in terms of his jungling pattern, just so that he wouldn't snowball again. Snowball. And right now, that's what specifically Onic is doing against the jungler of Blacklist International. It's 3v3.
Oh, they're making this hell for Sensui here. Just getting that level 3. Gonna be fighting for it. Orange gonna be taken. Avoids the Appraiser's Wrath. Now, this could be a counterpunch if they're still gonna commit to this. They gotta be careful how they approach this. Blacklist International gonna give the go signal. Fighting for it. Quite tanky, though, is Onic Philippines. No one falls, though. Turtle now up. And this is Onic Philippines Turtle here.
Yes.
Coach Bluffzy and, of course, entire coaching staff of Onic. What have you drafted this? How quickly they were able to think of a way to counter this Popol and Koopa snowballing. It's not a complete total end just yet. And, of course, Escalera is just going to keep doing this.
He's already level 4 while Sensui is level 3. It's 3 people in the purple buff at 2 minutes in. They don't want Sensui to farm.
Okay. We're going to look, I mean, this is what it looks like if you're going to be Sensui for this game. I'm not sure, you know, how long this is going to go on, but this is just, now it's Onic Philippines just dominating his jungle. And a lot of that is, once again, with this Hilda pick here.
Yeah, you see the emblems on your screen here. The most important thing there is the tenacity and the Brave Smite on that Uranus. We cannot downplay here the effect that Cram's game has had in this initial start for Onic. Escalera is being able to do what he's doing because Cram is there every time in the orange side. And again, the Uranus-Therizla matchup.
Yes. And this Uranus is able to just cut. Look at what he's doing right now. And while Sensui is going back to the base and going to his orange buff, Cram will be there. And just for safety measures, Escalera will now be staying in the gold lane.
Yeah, and now it's going to be a change of focus by Blacklist International. Now it's, okay, let's help out Hoheb a little bit more. And here we go again. Another round of Sensui versus the rest of Onic.
Sensui, level 4. Multiple members of Onic Philippines all in his jungle. They don't want him to have anything, and it looks like it's going to continue that way. Sensui will be scrapping for anything he can find. So it's up to the rest of the team to really get Blacklist International where they need to be.
Yeah, you shut down one condition. Blacklist has another, though. They have the Brody here.
Yes.
And you see here, they go for their traditional 3-2 split for Turtles. Whoa, what the heck? Wow! That was from Luzon to Mindanao that the Brody flew.
Yeah, and just like that, Renegade is now flying against Super Friends, but Black Shoes will be casted. Escalera will be here. But on the other side, Ryzen is still there, getting the turtle without contestation.
Sensui! Is he going to be able to stay alive? Still fighting for the purple buff here. Cram now there too, under the turret.
He got it.
He
did
not get his buff. Escalera stole it. Man, this is tough to watch for Sensui.
It's a ticking time bomb, though. Onic are playing this perfectly, shutting down this Popol and Koopa, but that Brody, at some point, they need to push it out. If I'm Onic here, I'll give up the third turtle and then go gold side, get your Irithel out, try to get a kill onto Oheb, because if you continue this route, Oheb will be able to freely farm, and they're doing it.
Going under the turret now. Still going to put the pressure on the tier 1. They're looking for an initiation. They're going to go for it. Yue there with the Nether Realm. Going to save Oheb. He's still going to be fine. Sensui joins the fight, but what can he do? He holds it together for now. No one falls. That's about the best that Blacklist International can hope for.
Yeah, and similar to what Renmar mentioned a while ago, just until when can Onic continue this stride? Until when can OHEB freely damage their enemies? Because at this point in the game, OHEB and Sensui still hasn't fallen down. That's a good thing for the side of Blacklist International because they want just to be able to secure enough items to that fight back, right?
Yeah, she already one death there onto Sensui, and who doesn't have his first item just yet? It's a 1,000. Oh! See ya.
Goodbye, Sensui. Hopefully he gets to play about 5 minutes into the game further. He has to get to maybe the 12-minute mark at this point.
Yeah.
But right now he's completely shut down. Barely any buffs in his hands as well. And Onic Philippines, they continue to put the pressure on the wound. Even when we talk about OHEB, Nets is pretty much doing the same thing. Nets has just been farming up. He's all having a blast here on a hero that he loves to pick. And Ryzen getting that purple buff. The next objective up here in 10. This should be Onic Philippines' next turtle, the third one of the game, as they also focus on this turret.
Yeah. See if they'll be able to break it. Great pressure. Again, the presence of this Uranus. And again, Escalera. Oh, just when you thought he wasn't done, he shows up in the corner of your screen.
Escalera is everywhere he needs to be. Again, OHEB is probably the ace up the sleeve for Blacklist International, but right now it's not going to be enough.
Yeah. So far, Ryzen is ahead of Sensui in level, 3 levels ahead of this Popol and Koopa. And as we've mentioned, the very wonderful prediction of Renmar of this Hilda, he's really doing what he's supposed to do. And so far, he doesn't mind Sensui at all now because they know.
Oh, Sensui again, going to be in trouble. Can't escape.
Never mind.
Goodbye again, says Onic Philippines, and also securing that third turtle. Setting their eyes on another turret here, but right now just dominating in this game number 4.
And Nets right now looks like he's in a good position to just like freely try to take on OHEB on by himself. Escalera needs to ease up a little bit though.
Escalera.
Oh no.
Going man.
Wow.
Still alive.
Doesn't even worry about the torn apart memory.
Yeah, at that point I think Hilda was just munching on grass.
Yep. And we're now going to be in trouble here. Flickers over the wall. Still able to survive. Was looking really dicey there, but will live on.
What a dissection of this Blacklist strategy Onic did after falling to it in a snowball fashion in game number 1. Here in the crucial game number 4, they've showed us how to deal with it. And it's like, you know how when the game's endable, they call it endable.
Yeah.
Every time Onic sees Sensui, it's like they're going tiltable. Not killable, tiltable. You keep pressuring him to make him tilt, and Sensui at this point, probably tilted.
Is he actually going to be caught here? He gets dragged, he gets punched. OHEB gets the kill there, so finally Blacklist International finding Escalera to deal with him, but is that even enough to deal with everything else happening? Tiltable as he goes down on the top.
Tiltable indeed. Every time it's like, oh, finally, I got some. Oh, no, I'm out again. Onic, the continued pressure, but at some point, they need to break this middle tower. If they really want to solidify their lead in this game, as long as that middle tower is up, Blacklist are still competitive. But the window is getting so small now for Blacklist International, and Onic might actually be on the way to forcing a game number 5 and delivering a crucial loss onto this Matilda of Blacklist.
Yes, this middle tower is now falling down. And not only will they be able to deliver that loss against that Matilda, if ever, they will solidify even further the curse of the blue side.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly right. Statistics don't lie here, but the Matilda definitely struggling this time around. So that's just going to be a free lord here.
Cram is just regenerating all of the damage against Sensui because that's understandable because Sensui is just level 9 and I'm pretty sure he hasn't farmed up quite enough. And for 4 or 5 minutes already, Sensui is leaving behind 4 levels against his enemy, which is Ryzen.
Man's only on the way to building his second item. He only has a BOD.
Honestly, at this point, you know how we talk about how Popol kind of brings an extra health bar?
Yes.
Well, still, at this point, he's kind of just a minion. Right?
Yeah.
You don't get to do much when you're this far behind, ladies and gentlemen. It's tough to deal with is an understatement because you've been completely shut out And now with this first Lord drive, it's essentially the 4 versus 5.
Yeah.
Onic Philippines, huge gold lead, exactly where they need to be. Nets also picking up key items here, and they're going to put the pressure on the base now.
I was mentioning after the draft that this Hilda pickup is risky, considering that you're up against the Faramis, Matilda, and then the Popol and Koopa. But again, this is such a marquee series for Cram and Escalera. The last time they were in the playoffs was in MPL Philippines Season 9 with TNC Pro Team.
Yep.
They've been hungry to get back into the playoffs. They've had performances this season that made people doubt them, but now they're really showing up here in a very crucial game for Onic PH. 8,000 is their gold lead now over Blacklist. 11 minutes in.
Definitely, and we are really seeing just how much both of these players have improved 3 seasons later.
Yeah.
And right now, they're showing just how hungry they are just to ensure that they're the first ones to book their ticket to the next round of the MPL Philippines Season 12 playoffs. But for the side of the agents, how will they be able to bounce back from this 8K gold lead given by Onic?
Don't tilt. Honestly, okay, in a very simple advice, you cannot be tilted at this point.
Yep.
You really, there will be an opportunity with Escalera always putting himself in very dangerous situations.
Oh, right now, Nets.
Oh, that's
Well,
massive.
That's
one step in the right direction. Escalera going to go here. The rest of the team going to be crashing down. Oheb could be in trouble. Can they keep him alive? He goes in with the guiding ray. The flicker's there too. Penalties out from Edward. Going to cut them off. There's the Nether Realm, but they don't have the damage just yet. You can see the disparity in the items here. Still going to be fighting for it. Flickers through. Multiple members still alive. Yue will get taken down from that burn. Super Fritz gets the kill.
Meanwhile, Sensui is pushing and doing his own thing, but it seems as if Ryzen is able to catch him while Net is now alive and Escalera is finding him again.
Here comes Renegade and Oheb here to back him up. Circling to come through. Ryzen now could be the one in trouble. Do they find it? Sensui will fall. They still have to fight it out, duke it out in the jungle. Escalera a couple hits away. He does go down, but Oheb the next target as he falls too. 4 are down for Blacklist International.
Grasping at straws, a desperate attempt. We thought it looked good for the Aegis, but the Onyx
10K deficits.
But now we are back in the game. Edward is the only one alive. Penalty zone has been casted, but it seems as if he's just gonna back out. A successful defense coming from the side of Blacklist International.
They'll have the 5 members, but Onic has their 5.
Yep.
Will they burn this Lord, rush it, try to contest? Will Blacklist try? Will they try to go for the split? You see a topside rotation actually for Sensui.
Yeah.
Let's see what the call will be here for these 2 teams.
Wow, Sensui's just going up there.
Yep. He just wants to be able to push that top lane, but with a very wonderful position coming from Escalera. It's 4v5. Edward is getting poked at by Super Friends, but they still haven't seen where Sensui is, but Edward is gonna fall low.
And Nets is there too. Nets helps clear that out.
Yep.
Sensui's going to stay there. Escalera, we got to keep an eye on his positioning. Oheb might be walking to a dangerous position. They do spot him out here. So Escalera there, the rest of the team still going to be holding that Lord together.
25K into this next Lord. 8K gold lead for the side of Onic Philippines. Edward will cast his penalty zone.
Penalty zone, going to flicker over the wall. Takes the defensive route here. Lord resets. They pull the trigger.
Still too tanky, but you feel it a little bit more. The damage coming out of this Popol and Koopa. Onic at this
point.
Renegade! Renegade!
Oh, he's playing a very risky game here. Couple shots away, but this might just be the signal for Onic Philippines to go ahead and take this Lord. It's Blacklist International in the defense.
Now Onic, can they end it here? Because we're getting to the ticking time bomb point. It has taken this long, but Sensui's catching up with the items. Man built rapid boots. They're gonna try something a little frisky here eventually. That might be the plan, because it's a Windtalker second item priority here.
Yeah.
The Uranus isn't as tanky. It's still very tanky and still a nuisance, but I think now Cram is starting to feel the damage a little bit more. It has to be now for Onic. This needs to be like a major win.
Yeah.
If you're not going to break the base and win this game, you break all the inhibitors.
Well, mid-turret already down here. Lord's still going to be worked on. Cram taking quite a bit of damage himself. Will be able to just heal back up. Now the focus. Can they get more turrets here? Onic Philippines going to be trying for it. Cram has the immortality as well. Still quite tanky, durable.
Wow.
They're finally going to deal with the Lord here. Blacklist International
Minion.
backs against the base. Sensui there as well, trying to hold on to what they can. Bottom turret's going to go down. Onic Philippines might just be looking to fully expose the base of Blacklist International.
Yeah, Blacklist International so far has been doing so great defending their turrets. And just like that, Onic Philippines sits at an 11k gold lead,
Yeah.
while Blacklist is backed up in their bases while the minion waves are continuously flowing
Yeah.
by the side of the Sonics.
Onic shouldn't leave. They have to continue this if they really want to win this game already or solidify it even further if they still feel a little bit uncomfortable. But I think they're starting to back out.
Renegade with that circling eagle, but that's just a go signal for Onic Philippines to, oops, let's just back away for quite a bit and let's try to re-engage at some point in time again.
Okay, quick item update, especially for the mid laners, up to a Divine Glaive already is to Lilia. 3 core items for the Faramis, up to a Lightning Truncheon and Holy Crystal as well. So, oh, Cram!
Oh, Cram.
Oh, that's big.
They actually got the immortality out. Wasn't sure if they'd be able to do that with the torn apart memory, but they did. But still, ultimately, you know, an item down anyway.
Yep.
But still, Blacklist International has a ton of work to do here. This is massive in favor for Onic Philippines.
With the immortality down now, Cram, the next big engage will have to sacrifice himself. If I'm Onic here, do what they're doing. Try to see if they can split the map a little bit more. Blacklist International know that Onic have a massive lead and they want to commit a lot of bodies there. So space out the map. Send your, just like what they're doing, someone with nets to an opposite side.
Yep.
Clear up the minion wave, show up there. If there's no response, if you get the vision that no one else is there, continue pushing. Get Blacklist out of the Lord bit, and then Onic, make sure that the Lord doesn't get reset. It has to be a cross-map Lord dance.
Yes. And with that, Blacklist International decides to go with Oheb as well as Renegade to push that top lane while UF falls down low. Onic Philippines is slowly trying to keep the Lord in their side, but Super Prince with that flicker out Cram is slowly feeling the damage coming from Sensui, but
on the top side, Escalera going to take the focus, but meanwhile here for the Lord Pit, it will be secured by Ryzen. Still, Net's going to jump in. There's the Netherrealm to save them. They went in with the penalty zone too. They're in trouble here. They're down a member. Still going to be putting the pressure on the top side. It's Edward. It's Yue. Can they hold it together? The top side, they're going to be pushing with Renegade and Oheb. Yue trying to keep them back. Yue stops Super Prince. Look at the base though. Can they finish it?
What's each minion?
It's Super Prince there. Renegade with the circling yield. They're desperate. Blacklist International. Bobs and weaves, but it's not enough. Onic Philippines keeps it from falling apart. They take us to Game 5.
Blacklist! And